name's Matt, Kentucky Creekers, guys. We're out here looking for antique bottles, stamp bricks, arrowheads, Native American stuff, anything that catches the eye, man. We've been killing it so far this year. I found a Model T wheel that actually still in really decent shape, and you can see all this stuff over there on our page, so definitely free to check out the videos. Plus I got a killer camera guy now that does sick edits, guys. He's definitely brought a whole new level to the videos, man. Before me was kind of like the souffle, you know, like it was just, my souffle was flat, and he is just, it's pumped up now. Now we're 5-star chefing it out here. So guys, you got to give my camera guy a thumbs up, man. He's been doing a killer job, chap. Anyhow, this is an unexplored creek today, guys. I did stop after work one day, do a little bit of prospecting. I seen some older glass, found a tiny Lysol bottle from like the late 20s, 30s era in there. But I love unexplored stuff. And so we're gonna get after it, and hopefully we're gonna find some sweet stuff today. So if you do enjoy, comments, you know, follow, subscribe, all that stuff, guys. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop rambling and let's get after it, see if we find some sweet stuff, baby. There's a broken plate. Oh, so for those that are new, we do try to clean as much trash too. So we're mainly out here for 100-year-old bottles, like 100-year-old sodas or whiskeys and medicines, of course. Like I love collecting all that stuff. And really my local Western Kentucky stuff, like, you know, that's my main stuff that I'm after. Obviously, we're also gonna do our part in cleaning up as much broken glass and trash out of the creek as we can. And we're at least gonna fill this cooler up today, guys. That's always the goal. This plate here, that's gonna be our first piece of trash. We're gonna go ahead and pop it in there. And we'll grab this Walmart sack as well. Ooh, and look at that, guys. This is why we're here, guys. So you're looking at an Art Deco 100-year-old. This is from the 20s. This is a Mayfield bottle. This is a rare Mayfield bottle, guys. $150 bottle in pristine condition. I am lucky enough to have one of these at home. It's an 8-sided panel. I think it might be 10-sided. 6 stars around the top of the base. You can actually still see the star there. And yeah, this was a local bottle, bottled here in Mayfield, Kentucky, guys. They're getting harder and harder to find. You can still kind of see at the bottom too where it says Mayfield. You can kind of make that out. It would have said Mayfield Bottling Company around the hill of the bottle there. Hopefully we find a hole in those today, guys. That'd be pretty sweet. Oh. You okay? As I eat all the dirt. I got me a free digging shovel. I wonder what the story is on that guy. I wonder how that got down in here. All right, anyhow. That one's wedged in there. Hold on, I get that one out. Hey, look at that. As my daughter likes to call them, it's a goofball. This looks like we're gonna name this one Goofball Creek because that's a lot of goofballs for sure. Ooh, Arden. Oh, it is broken. Unfortunately, the neck's gone, guys, but yeah, some nice little Barks root beer. It's not gonna be crazy old. I think this one's probably gonna be like 60s, maybe 70s. Try to get the front of it cleaned up for you guys. Pretty sweet. And that's still a company going strong today. I absolutely love Barks root beer. Unfortunately though, they're like the only root beer company that I know put caffeine in their root beer. And with my heart stuff, I don't drink caffeine anymore, guys. So unfortunately, I can't have the best root beer known to man. But it's still a sweet bottle. It'll still make a really sweet drinking glass. So a lot of people ask, why do we pick up the broken bottles? Well, for one, we're getting trash out of the creek, but we can still repurpose this. I mean, we're still saving history. We'll just cut that right at the top there, and we'll have to grind down, smooth the lip a little bit, and then you got a 100-year-old drinking glass, which obviously this bottle's not 100 years old. That's what we do with the 100-year-old bottles. We're gonna save as much history as we possibly can, guys, and that's the go. That's always been the go, and it'll always be the go. Do have a decent sized food jar there. That guy's a tank. Yeah, okay, so that's the Owens, Illinois Glass Company maker's mark, and your date code's always gonna be to the right of that. That guy right there is from 1933. Okay, so sweet. So we got a decent little bit of age going on. And there's a crap load of glass in this little ditch here, so we're going to definitely make sure we thoroughly check it out because I don't want to miss anything that could be a killer bottle. Got little pieces of like jadeite. That's about from the same time period. This is probably like a perfume or a clone, I'd say. Going to be an early screw top too, so you're probably still looking at that 30s, 40s range. This is Cavalier Baltimore on the bottom. I'd have to try to do a little bit of research, but I would say just judging by how it looks, probably some sort of perfume or cologne, guys. Man, I'm seeing bottles everywhere, guys. Of course the top's broke off of it. All right, so this is a knee-high. That's a pretty common drink in the South. They still have it now. They make peach and orange and grape, all that sweet, fancy, like fruit-flavored sodas. This is an earlier guy. This one probably has the 20s patent date on it, so I'm gonna say probably late 20s or early 30s on this guy. It says patent date March 3rd of 1925. Obviously that's just the patent date, so this bottle probably isn't that old. I would still probably say, okay, there's the date code right there. So 1937, guys. But yeah, still a pretty sweet bottle, guys. It'll make an awesome drinking glass. It would have been really sweet not to have been broken, but can't win them all.
What do you do with old bottles? I have so many and no idea what to do with them.
Okay, well, for starters, I'm a collector. I just love history in general. So, I mean, even like those that knee-high that I found, like even the stuff that's ACL from like the 40s, 50s, 60s, so on and so forth. Monetarily, you know, like there's not a lot of value there. So it's a cool little side hobby. You will find bottles that are worth money. You're not really gonna get rich off finding old bottles. You might have a payday one day. There's like I said, that Mayfield bottle that we found right off the rib, that's a $150 bottle. So I mean, just to come out and walk the creek for a few hours, I wish I made $150, you know, an hour. Like, I mean, that's good money. So you might have a payday every once in a while, but typically I'm a collector and I just enjoy the history and learning the history about, you know, where the bottling companies were and, you know, like how long they were in use, different things like that. Like how rare is this bottle versus how common is this bottle, and then just preserving the history. So even the broken stuff we can, you know, still turn into like drinking glasses. Eventually we're going to be making a lot of sea glass and stuff once we get moved into our house. We're all out here just trying to preserve the history of stuff, and I'm a bottle guy. So if you're a collector, you'll understand. If you're not a collector, they just kind of look like old junk. So yeah, we're just out here having a good time, vibing, and I'm just an old country boy trying to save history. I didn't mean to give you a history lesson at the same time. I mean, I know you just asked a simple question, but yeah, you can either collect the bottles, you can get on eBay, sell the bottles. I mean, it's pretty much whatever you want to do, but it's a great hobby to get into, a lot of fun. Just always be mindful of your surroundings and stuff if you're going to walk creeks. I do plenty of sketchy stuff for bottles just because curiosity always gets me, but you do have snakes and ticks and you know, just different things. And I know it's different in other places too. Like, we don't really have bears and stuff around here, but I know some people, you know, they have like bears and stuff. So just always be mindful of your surroundings, and yeah, it's a great time out here saving history, man. Oh, okay, look at that, guys. We're gonna get one full bottle out of this little adventure at least. So we've been finding sun drops from the 50s. Now this guy isn't quite the 50s, it's probably 60s or 70s. Again though, this is going to be a Mayfield bottle. The ACL is actually still in pretty decent condition. It's a sun drop golden cola, return for deposit. See if we can't get the date off the bottom real quick. It's got a nice beautiful sun drop from 1973. Really good color too. I don't know how far sun drop ever really made it. I know it's a southern drink, especially here in Western Kentucky. I enjoy sun drop, used to anyway, but I can't have caffeine anymore. So I hate that I can't have it anymore, but it's always great to save the local history. So that's a local bottle of us, and we'll get it out of here. Looks like we got like a hot sauce or some sort of sauce here. Oh, this one's embossed too, guys. That's what's up.
Still has it in it.
Yeah, yeah, right. Still got the sauce in it, and if that's what come in that bottle, I would not be putting that on my food. That's like the forbidden chocolate milk inside there again. Absolutely disgusting, but yeah, it is embossed. I don't know how well the lighting is or the camera's picking that up. I'm gonna assume probably a hot sauce. Baumer Products, B-A-U-M-E-R, from New Orleans. Food Co., Louisiana. And the top looks like it says Crystal brand, I think. Yeah, interesting. I've done some research on that, guys. I'd say probably a hot sauce. It's definitely some sort of sauce, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if we can get a date off of it, but I'm saying it's gonna range around 30s, 40s probably. It's got that same maker's mark too. I'll have to try to look into that maker's mark, the J with the box. Never actually seen that one before, so that's new to me. But if anybody in the chat knows, feel free to comment. I'd say probably a hot sauce though. Oh, ooh, oh, it is embossed. Let's go, chat. I don't know exactly what it is just yet. I'd definitely say some sort of medicine. No, it's not Baltimore. Oh, it was a shoe polish. Okay, let's go. Whitmore shoe polish. So never actually heard of that brand or anything like that. Have to do some research on that. Looks like it's going to be from 46. Pumped to have it. I always love the embossed stuff because it displays a lot better, so you at least knew what it was. Looks like it says 1 3/4 ounces at the top, so that's pretty sweet. I do see a few little bottles here. It's definitely not a milk, just because of the way. Oh, it's a ketchup. Yeah, it's an old ketchup. Funny too, they used to call this catsup, which I thought was always absolutely hilarious. The older ones there is some older ones that you can find that are embossed. They're a lot better to have just because the embossed stuff displays so much better, but I mean, you're gonna find these things all the time, guys. Got a ketchup from 1938 right there. All this root wad and stuff, that is a decent sized root, literally right up next to the bottle. And this one, she's in there. It's gonna be a whiskey flask of some sort. It's probably honestly not even worth my time digging, but it's all about the adventure. I mean, you never know. That somehow an older bottle could have got pushed up to the top through bulldozing and whatnot when they were capping off the dump. So curiosity always gets the better of me, and maybe it's got some embossing on it, so who knows.
How do you even know where to begin digging?
It's really, if you really want to dig, you're gonna want to find dumps, which is basically what this is. Now I'd have to do some research, because whether at one time this was an actual town dump or this was just somebody owned this property and dumped a bunch of trash into. But if you're wanting to dig bottles, you're definitely going to want to find city dumps or old outhouses. That's going to be the best place to dig. Primarily what we do, guys, is we just walk creeks, and usually a lot of times this stuff, you're going to find these trash piles up next to creeks, just because back then there was no rules and regulations, and this was all just considered crap ground because the creeks are going to erode everything, you know, around it and stuff anyhow. So a lot of times farmers and different people would just push this crap off to try to keep stuff from eroding as fast, and so a lot of this stuff will just wash out, and then you just find it in the creek. So you're going to want to look for, like, you know, old homesteads on maps, or like old towns and stuff like that. And the old fire insurance maps are called the Sanborn maps. You can Google those, look at your towns and stuff, and a lot of times those have really great documentation of like old outhouses, like creeks and stuff, you know, a lot of times where stuff like that comes through. Check out your local libraries. Your local libraries are a very good spot to find out any kind of old history. You know, you have all kinds of maps there that they archive and stuff, and that's all public access. So you can go there, try to find old towns, and really anywhere where you had history. Obviously, you got a lot of Civil War camps and stuff around a lot of the Virginia, all the way down to Kentucky, even Missouri. Like there's, you know, so much Civil War activity that went on and stuff too. So if you could find some old camps and stuff, privies or something they would have had there, that's the best place. That's always the place to start, really. So typically I wouldn't suggest prying with your shovel, but considering, I don't think this is a good bottle. It's definitely got that age to it. I mean, it's still, you're still looking at 30s, 40s. But again, the prohibition was in the 20s, and then I don't remember exactly when they added the federal law, you know, forbid sale or blah blah reuse. But I'd have to look that up again. But let's see if we can't get a date code off of it. Actually, looks like this guy might be from '64. So actually, it's a lot newer than the rest of this stuff that's in here. So, but it was a little bit up a little higher. So who knows how old all this trash is in here. Still a paper label whiskey bottle. Doesn't belong in the creek, and we'll go ahead and grab it and get it on out of here. And I do not see any more bottles just looking me in the eyes. So I think that's gonna wrap up this little ditch or whatever. We'll grab the stuff that we did find, and we'll get back down in the creek, and maybe we'll get on some of that 100-year-old stuff today. That'd be really nice. Let's go chat. Let's see what we can find. These bottles, see, look, I knew it. 1700s all day. Crazy Guinness beer from the 1759, guys. Blow it up, chat. That's the oldest bottle I've found to date, without a doubt. Absolutely mind-blowing find. I mean, this is probably going to take me places, honestly, like places I never. This is probably a museum, top quality museum. There'll be articles written about me here in about a week just because of this killer find.
And the Oscar goes to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Are y'all just moving or ending the live?
We're just moving. We're not ending the live, guys. We'll pause the live because I did find out TikTok does not like you driving with the camera rolling. So we'll pause the live. Probably gonna take us maybe 10, 15 minutes to get to the next place we're going. Hopefully we find some pretty sweet stuff over there. That is the Milk Can Creek. So we might try to at least get the milk can out of there. We'll just play it by ear. We'll see how it goes. But we are getting into another creek, guys. And so hopefully we're gonna find some sweet stuff over there. Did find the stoneware. This was a butter churn lid. Probably I'd say about a gallon to 3-gallon butter churn. This would have been a like a plunger type butter churn where, you know, the plunger would have come in here. I guess I'll give you some butter history real quick. If you don't know how to make butter, you'll know how to make butter after this. So if you get unpasteurized milk from a cow, you let that set out about 24 hours, what's gonna happen is the cream is gonna start separating from the milk. So the cream will come to the top, you'll take that cream, stick it in your butter churn, and then you just agitate the cream, and you're eventually gonna separate what they call buttermilk, and that's where you get buttermilk from. And then the cream that you've agitated turns into butter. And then from there you can salt it, you know, season it and stuff like that. Butter making history right there. So that's what that guy would have been. Unfortunately, he's broke. We will try to get as much trash out of here as we can. We always aim to fill up the cooler. We've already checked out one creek today that was unexplored, found some pretty sweet stuff, but it turns out it's not really a creek anymore. I guess a golf course was built over top of it, and so they probably like redirected the water, filled it in, whatever. And but we did find some pretty sweet bottles. But this is a creek that I walk all the time, and this is a deep spot, but if we can, looks like the water's low. If we could get over there, over there by them trees, where that massive root wads are, I have found some pretty sweet bottles, So we're gonna go check that out first, see if there's any bottles that are sticking out of the bank. And if not, we're at least gonna try to get an old milk can that I found out of here today, and hopefully find some 100-year-old bottles along the way. So we'll see. The last time I walked this creek has been about a month ago, and we haven't had a whole lot of rain since then. So I don't really know if it's washed out too much new stuff, but the water is down, so sometimes that helps for finding stuff too. Sometimes I miss things, come back, the water isn't as high as it was, and then I get to see it. So last time I was walking through this spot right here, it was already up almost over the top of my boots.
Watch out for the man eating catfish.
The man eating catfish?
Yeah.
There are such things. I don't think we're going to see any of those in here, but you never know.
Ever come across a snapping turtle?
Oh yeah, all the time, guys. If we find any snapping turtles today, you already know we're gonna wrangle them, cat.
Gonna get the boys wet.
Well,
I mean, I can come a little deeper.
yeah, just be careful there. Be real careful. I about got the boys wet, chat. I about did it again. Alright, yeah, so this bank right here, you can kind of see the mouth of the jar sticking out of the bank right there. I have found some pretty decent bottles from the 20s and stuff right there, some Art Deco type stuff. And you can see a bunch of glass right there just kind of chilling, so there could be a lot of glass that is washed out already just right in here. It's too deep though. Hopefully the water will continue to go down as the winter comes, and we'll get our chest waders on once it gets a little bit colder, and we'll have to revisit that spot. So we're going to go get in the small creek that I find a lot of 100-year-old bottles and stuff in, and hopefully that pays off today. Like I said, we haven't had a whole lot of rain since the last time I was in here, but there is a milk can over there that's going to be a 2-person job, and now I got my cameraman with me, so that'll be interesting to seeing how we're going to get that out of here today. But it's something that I want to definitely get out. So let's get after it, Chad. Let's go back this way and see what we find. Maybe we'll find some sweet bottles along the way. And to be quite honest, I used to do this with the backpack, so I've never actually tried to do this with this cooler, so we'll see. It's going to be even more fun when there's stuff in the cooler on the way back. So. Got her? Cameraman good?
I got it.
Sweet. You don't want to eat it on this?
No.
Ooh. Like a weed. Watch yourself. Nice.
Nice. Nice.
One hour later.
Here's the old milk can, guys, that washed out. And somebody was using it as target practice. It's got some bullet holes in it. Luckily the water's been running through it, so maybe it's washed a lot of the sand out. Oh, good grief. Yeah, you can see where all the bullet holes are. Oh yeah, look at that. Good soupy. Yeah, let's go. We at least got that out, so we can walk the creek a little bit. Let's see if we see any bottles, and then if not, the main thing we come out here for to get, we're gonna get, so pretty sweet. Not every day you find a milk can probably from the, I don't know, 30s or 40s, so. Well, since I walked it last month or whatever, that I come across that or whatever, I was like, oh, let's go. We got a vintage milk can. Dude, it was so full of like mud and stuff, and there wasn't as much water. And as you can see, this is a hard creek to get it in and out of. So the chat was, oh yeah, let's go. You gotta get that out of here. And I'm like, bro, I don't think that's coming out of here with me today. I was like, that's a 2-person job. So anyways, we're gonna save that today. Pretty sweet find. I'm gonna chalk that up as a win. My wife's a really good painter, so she'll paint our logo and stuff up on it. I think that'll look pretty sweet. That's the second piece today to the rare Mayfield bottle that we're after. That's like an 8-paneled Mayfield Bottling Company Art Deco bottle from the 20s. That's a rare bottle, guys. $150 bottle if we can find one that is whole. I've luckily gotten one. I found one that is chilling at the house. Sweet little bottle. Sucks that it's broke. We'll just keep on keeping on, and maybe we'll come across some sweet buck. Oh, there's the bottom to it too. Look at that. As we talk. So you still see where it says Mayfield on it. So that would have said Mayfield Bottling Company down there across the bottom. And yeah, beautiful Art Deco bottle from the 20s, guys. Oh, that's interesting. What? Bro, surely that's not Native American. That is not natural. That is definitely not natural. I'm gonna have to do some research, Chad. I don't know if there's any like Native American gurus in here right now. I don't even know what they would have used that for if it is Native. It's not bone, I don't think. Say it's like sandstone, maybe? There's no way that it's perfectly rectangular, and those are perfect triangles. That's a wicked find. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. That's pretty cool. Oh no way, bro! I'm pretty sure it's another one of those like porcelain doll arms. Oh, yo, these things always creep me out. Is it porcelain? It might be plastic. I don't know. This one looks like it fits. Yeah, I think this one's plastic. Oh, it's a leg.
It's a leg.
Oh, yo, it's plastic though. It's not one of the porcelain ones. I don't know what it is, chat. Like I don't get really freaked out about much stuff. I watch plenty of scary movies and stuff. I know all that stuff's garbage, but there's just something about them old, like growing up with my grandmother, she collected them old porcelain dolls and stuff, man. And when you're sleeping at night, things are just in a room, you know, just like, I feel like no matter where you're at in the room, they're staring at you, you know what I mean? Freaked me out, man. We found a porcelain arm to one of those not too long ago. This one's plastic, so it's not quite as old, but still, it's very freaky to me. We'll get it out of here though, it's trash. It don't belong in here.
Sitting there waiting on us.
There she is in all her glory. Again, man, like how that thing even ended up down here. If this thing could talk, tell us what it went through, where it's been. I mean, that's just cool to me, guys. That's why I do it. And I have big plans for this. We found it in the creek. We're still gonna repurpose it. My wife's a crazy good painter. Might paint it completely black and then let her paint our logo and stuff on it and see what she can't do with it. I'm excited. I might just leave it all rusty like that too and let her paint our logo on it. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. We'll make a video or whatever. You know, the viewers decide what happens to it. We're definitely gonna paint the logo on it. Eventually, when we get into the studio and stuff like that, I'll have it displayed somewhere. So it was used for target practice at one point in time. Looks like somebody probably shot it with a, I don't know. It could have been a rifle round for sure. It's probably rusted some too. That might not be the original hole. Maybe 9mm 45 somewhere in there. So yeah, we're gonna try to get this back up out of here, guys. And then we'll walk through the field, get back into the main creek, and then we're gonna, you know, I'll chat with you guys for a minute. We'll call it a day. And we're gonna get this stuff on out of here. And then, you know, my cameraman, he's gonna be doing all the wonderful clips and stuff that he's been killing it with throughout the week. And then Wednesday, there'll be a recap of the first live too. So if you missed our first live today, go to the bio, hit the YouTube. We've got the little YouTube button plugged in there now. You click on that, it's gonna take you to our YouTube link. Kentucky Creekers, same over there as it is here on TikTok. Definitely hit that subscribe. We'll be posting our recap video on Wednesdays. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy that. And again, just more and more future content to come. I plan on doing a lot of research. There's gonna be metal detected, all that good stuff. Hopefully we're gonna get permission to metal detect that church and stuff here pretty soon if we can figure out who owns it. And so that'll be kind of some little cool twist to something on the channel that you don't really see me do a lot. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. And hopefully we find some really sweet stuff. I used to do it with my grandfather when I was a kid all the time back in the day. He was a big metal detector, and he actually found some pretty sweet stuff growing up. So I'm kind of hoping to carry on the legacy, and who knows, maybe we'll find some Civil War era stuff. There was plenty of Civil War stuff happening around where I lived. And at least maybe we'll find some old coins and stuff, so we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Matt with Kentucky Creekers. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see this more content. We will be going live on TikTok every Sunday between 1 to 4 Standard Central Time, so check us out over there. It'll be in the video here. Again, it's just Kentucky Creekers over there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, as always, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.